Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We're here and we're live and we're getting ready to go with the FC Barcelona season ticket holders ahead of a huge weekend game week. Well, I say it's a huge one. It might be huge for you, but it is not going to be huge for me with Celtic playing in cup action. But all the same, I love these game weeks because they give us a nice opportunity to use the rest of the cards in the gallery, and then it's full focus for the rest of Europe, for the rest of you guys. We also have some returning leagues this weekend, and it should be an exciting one. Looking forward to get stuck into all of that and much more with you guys, the members on the channel, the ones that make it all possible. Fist bumps on arrival, good to see you all, of course. Hope you are all nice and comfy. And while we had the intro track playing, I've been in the chat already, building out the request sheet, the hit list that we've got of all the lineups we've got to build tonight, just as I see FF Thinker coming in right at the end there for me to add him on. We always start these shows off with a wee bit of a preamble, guys, where I just kind of run loose and talk about whatever is going on, and I think we'll do that for the next kind of 5 minutes, and then we'll get stuck into it like a dog eating beetroot. Wee bit of housekeeping stuff, I suppose. Like the next couple of days is going to be quite busy with content coming out here, there and everywhere. Season 3 of MFL kicked off last night. It was a good one for FC Barcelona, and we have a video coming out maybe now actually, but we've got lots of content coming out over the next couple of days, live and pre-recorded. But guys, next Monday we're making our return to the overlap. We're going to be at the overlap on Monday, so that's going to be good crack. Shh, don't tell anyone. I don't know if that's meant to be a secret, but all good crack. And yeah, lots of other stuff happening IRL football style. Been kind of discussing the Dumbarton stuff for the last couple of days, and yeah, I should be getting in touch with all of you guys. A lot of you guys in the community did express an interest. Let me check the emails quickly, but I need to get round all the emails that we got in. Yeah, there's a bunch of these here to tie loose ends up and whatnot. So buzzing for it, looking forward to it, and yeah, it's all systems go in all directions. Honestly, it's great. Things have been going great. Things are going to be going even better. Florin, good to see you. I'll add you onto the list as well before we get crack-a-lacking. Or Geordie. So yeah, all exciting. All things go. Overlap. Celtic channel's doing great. This channel's doing great. We're on the overlap. We might be buying Dumbarton. It's a crazy time. It's a crazy age we live in, guys. But it just goes to show you, you know, like, you don't shoot, you don't score. You know, it's one of those ones. So buzzing for it all, and looking forward to some lineup building tonight. I'm actually quite quite excited for my weekend teams. I've got a good feeling that even without all the Celtic stuff going on, like Champ, La Liga, a few other bits and pieces I've got going on, might just work out for me. And I said to you guys in the Telegram group that I might end up. Can I go and find the post? If I can find the post, I'd rather show you that before kind of revealing it. We had a January transfer window video going out yesterday, I think it was, and I kind of went through all my moves in January, players we bought, we sold, upgrades we'd made, etc. And then yeah, I found this picture on my timeline. I think it was, what day is today? Thursday, so it was maybe like Tuesday morning. And I dropped in the Telegram group, guys. I'm going to end up with a Keylor Navas. I'm going to look at this, man. The holy goalie, reborn perhaps. And add on top of that, in this game, he dropped a pretty tasty score. I got myself a Keylor Navas earlier today. So we've got another contender goalkeeper in. So we're up to, remember, Kim Jun-hyun, we don't know if he's going to play. So we've got Tani, Paul Lopez, and Keylor Navas. So we've got 3 set, and then we've got a half goalkeeper. And who was this for? They did made a game for PSG on his way out. I didn't realise that. But yeah, we 67 on debut. We clean sheet, we bit of all around, and keep it coming, Keylor. So buzzing for that. We bit of extra business for me. And off the back of that, like, I was just like, screw it. Let's just go and get a Gregorin. He's like £6 or £7. He's like frighteningly useful in team kind of 2 situations, isn't he? So got them in over the line just to kind of round off that non-EU contender portion of the gallery. I'm now done, firmly done. The only one I'm half contemplating, right, because I've now got Navas and Neymar in this one collection. I wonder if I can, I've not actually examined how the collection sits, to be honest with you, but there is a Sergio Ramos in this collection, and he has just moved to Monterrey. 18 quid, a wee bit punchy for a 41-year-old or whatever. It also opens the door but for us to get a Hakimi rare back into the club, which would be awesome. We don't really need to worry about any of these other jabronis, do we? Maybe Messi and Mbappe for another day perhaps. But yeah, the rest of the squad is pretty meh, isn't it? I don't think I'd be really interested in anyone except for Hakimi, and maybe for the summer Sergio Ramos, maybe, but very unlikely. So we've got our bare bones, we've got our kind of pre-Celtic team ready to go for the summer, which is fun. One in season, one classic. And even if I can skip ahead just for a wee moment before we build your lineups, this game week gives a nice example of what it should look like. Now, there is some Japanese players and whatever that aren't back yet, but Paul Lopez and goal, like, this is two fun teams, classic and in season, isn't it? And even without the Celtic lads, the in season team is D1, isn't it? The other classic team just needs to get promoted for me, and I'll be kind of happy enough with that. The Keylor Navas is a nice enabler because Rakitic has got a good game, Quatra's got a good game. They're all at home. Cuisance and Giacomakis as well added into the mix there, so it's nice having two teams out rather than one. And I say it's a wee kind of precursor, a nice little kind of foreshadowing to what we're going to get in the summer. Paul Moorcroft, summer contender, is going to be, it's going to be fun. I'm totally with you, Paul. We're drinking the same tea on that one. Liam King, good to see you. Jordy, of course. FF Thinker. Benny, good to see you. Nice and comfy as always. Ian Sorare. Red or Dead. Manasavi. Alex Coombs. Apocalypto. Fist bumps to you all. Wallen, Mini-Me, Cameron M. And of course, James up top. I don't know if he's all joining us live. Some of the comments I think might have been put in ahead of time, which is all good for me. Just means we can get up and running and set off straight away. So, yeah, quite chuffed with that. And we might have another little tiny piece of business to come in to FC Barcelona while we're on today. I've got the request locked and loaded. Oh no! I just deleted someone by accident. Cameron M it was. I was just going to show you a wee mini running order of who we've got set up already, and then I deleted Cameron. So apologies for that. But yeah, we've got James, we've got Ian, we've got Cameron, we've got Wallen, Mini-Me, Apocalypto, Alex Coombs, Manasavi, Red or Dead, FF Thinker, and of course Jordy. So we've got a full kind of list to run through. Plenty of guys getting stuck in with some lineups this game week. I spent a little bit of the Calidosh already, Liam. I wonder who you were picking up. Let me know. Anyone exciting? Anything to write home about? We've got 27, 30 of you joining us live at the moment. We're on about 9 likes. If we can hit, guys, we can hit another couple of like buttons for old time's sake. That would be good. As I receive a notification sent to me directly that Greg Taylor is on the verge of agreeing a pre-contract agreement with Dinamo Zagreb. Nice. I just had to get back to me about something earlier. I didn't realise the MLS prize pool was getting announced today. Maybe we'll crack that open if it happens while we're on. Hello, Quinny. Would you be able to make my yada yadas? No problem, Mikey boy. Mikey Blackie. We'll add you on, buddy. And we'll get charged on in a wee second. I'm just getting comfy. I've had a nice day. Had a wee bit of AXOM duty earlier on, which is a Celtic state of mind, as well as all the other Celtic stuff after humping Dundee 6-0 last night. And yeah, that's maybe a bit of a weird one because it's just all Celtic cards everywhere. I've not finished in any of the great positions. We've still got Shaqiri to run, so maybe my best rare team can still get off the ground. Kuhn coming off the bench for a decisive was an absolute saviour. And the DNP lineup, by the way, I can't remember who it was that told me to do it, but it's currently in the top 10%. It's going to get a box, so thank you very much whoever suggested that I do that. Captain Jota coming in clutch for that. The second limited team we made, James kind of dropped the ball on us here. Away against Pachuca was a hard game. I was hoping he would jam in with a decisive. He didn't. And then the first limited team we built has worked in quite well, sadly, but we've had McGregor there over a Taylor or another Dyson or something like that. So we'll get some boxes, that's fine. Nothing too amazing, nothing too terrible. And yeah. Lots of messages coming in from all directions, guys. It's been such a busy week in a good way. Greg Taylor upgraded. No, he's not. Yeah, Quinny, our Celtic 6-0. What a beautiful game it was indeed. Liam King, very funny. Liam, funny. Did Taylor up? It's not an upgrade on Celtic to Zagreb, but it's probably an upgrade for him. But in the sense he'll be like much more appreciated is probably the way I would think of it. And yeah. I think SO5 wise he could do amazing there. But it'd be weird to see because he has been so good for Celtic, but I wonder if he'll be as good for Zagreb. Will they play him in that inverted fullback spot. They maybe play him in midfield or something wacky like that. Could be interesting. We expecting an MLS announcement on the stream, FF Thinker? Maybe, by the way. So yeah, that's a little bit of my midweek dregs coming out of it. Maybe a few boxes. Could Shaqiri get us into the cards? Yeah, he could. With the captain bonus, probably the best we can get is a tier 3. He can get us into the top 10 if he rips a 100 raw pointer. So we're kind of after that from Shaqiri today, aren't we? There will be some other Shaqiris probably as well, so it's maybe not quite as black and white as that, but yeah. I think it's a fun move for Taylor and Sorare. Yeah, I would probably go along with that. Living in Zagreb will be nice. I think so too. It's probably nicer than Scotland weather-wise. It looked like a contest to see who would score the goal of the year. Yeah, it was free-flowing, all attacking Celtic, and I messaged, I can't remember who it was, but I was like, we're so back. When you've got Jota dancing on one line, and then the rest of the front line, the way they're at now. Oh, Celtic are back, by the way. SO5-wise back. Never been gone in IRL, but Sorare-wise, we are back, baby. We are back, baby. Now, I'm a wee bit hesitant just to jump in just yet, as I just check. Pardon me. Some bits and bobs. Okay, well, we get cracked in with the first one. I think we might. So we had James up first in the live chat, and James, what were we saying to it? James. See on these. Do we do the pop out chat? Will that help us? There we go. Quinny, if you could do my limited in-season Bundy. No problem, my man. In-season Bundy. I'll keep that chat running so I can see what you are saying. In-season Bundy. Let's have a wee peek at this. What we got going on? Oh, plenty of choices. Plenty of choices. Not going to lie, so happy we only have Celtic once more this season. Yeah, it's probably a good thing for the rest of Scotland to avoid Celtic at all costs now. Our goalkeepers, that's an interesting detail, by the way. Neuer at home to Bremen is probably fine, but Kobo, Hradecki and Philip here are all quite dodgy. Nubel away to Dortmund I don't like, and Zetterer away to Bayern I don't like. So the goalkeepers in Germany are rather frustrating, aren't they, to get like a nailed on guy. It kind of has to be Neuer, and you kind of cross your fingers and toes that defensively they can make it happen. Now, in terms of your defence play, like, I think Bensebaini is probably the best shot here for just a defender that could rip. Mittelstadt away to Dortmund could be fine, obviously. The Bayern guys are always fair game. I think we know that, but Bensebaini is hitting a purple patch right now, and he's also been used in the last game here in midfield. This Shakhtar game, he scored a beastie goal, and I think his AA is kind of regular enough, like undeniable. At 30s and 25s are certainly possible, and he's quite decisive likely. So with them at home at Stuttgart, I would probably take Bensebaini over any of these other defenders, to be quite honest with you. I wouldn't trust Kim or Rupa. I don't think Rafi G's got a big game in this fixture. The Leverkusen guys could be okay, but away to Wolfsburg, you're probably not getting a clean sheet bonus. And the thing with Tapsoba, Hinchapi and Ta is very rarely do all three of them smash. Maybe one of them stands out. So I'm going to go with Bensebaini. In midfield, it's kind of hard to look past the Bayern guys here, because this is where they do get points, they do get decisives. You can't not take Kimmich in Team 1, really, all things being equal. Kane or Girassi, I'm probably taking Kane. Maybe Boniface is a nice shout as well, but I'm taking Kane all day. And I think for fifth man, it's between Musiala and Olise. Can we have a wee peek at what we're expecting from Bayern? Now, this game is Friday night as well for Bayern, so maybe a wee bit of Friday night curse on the go. That's why I would stay away from the defence. Ideally, we could stay away from the keeper as well. That'd be fun, but Olise and Musiala are quite heavily favoured to start. Musiala slightly over Olise, and I think that's what I would use to split the hairs on this one as well. 95 rated team overall. I think the Bensebaini switcheroo is going to work out. I don't think there's a goalkeeper we can quite do that with. Maybe Nubel could be clutch, but it's a gamble, or it's a punt. And I'm probably captain Musiala. That's the sort of guy I am. Team A, which is the second team we'll be making. Now, who is the least likely to concede free? It probably is. It's between Kobo and Radecki, or maybe even Philip, actually. Union Berlin aren't much hot shakes. This is interesting. There has been some cup action midweek as well. Let me go and check. I know Leverkusen played last night. But let's see who else is playing in this round of the German Cup in case somebody else has played this week and I've missed it. Germania. In the cup. So this is the stage we're at the moment. Leipzig, Wolfsburg are to play the 20th. So have they played this midweek? The 4th. It's all staggered then, isn't it? Bremen and Bielefeld. Stuttgart, Augsburg. When did that happen? Yeah, 2 days ago. Leverkusen, Cologne last night. So there's no one else playing midweek then. That's interesting. These other games are staggered. Interesting how they do that in Germany. So who played? We had two of the games. We had Stuttgart, Augsburg, and we had Leverkusen, Cologne. It doesn't really affect Hoffenheim or anything like that. I don't know. Union Berlin are not that scary. Dortmund's defence and the keeper are pretty weighty. Radecki can get lucky. This is actually a tough one. Who is goalkeeper number 2 here? I think Radecki and Philip are my 2 contenders. And I think really the Leverkusen defence, I'd rather back that than the Hoffenheim one. Although Hoffenheim are at home against somewhat weaker opposition, you might argue. I think I'm going for Radecki number 2. I'd probably add Mukiele into that as well if he's on to start, because as much as I was talking about Tapsoba and all that sharing the points, Mukiele seems like if he's playing, he's a ripper. He's not on to play. That kind of hurts me. Aliesh Garcia is more than likely going to feature. That maybe helps me somewhere else. But yeah, I'd maybe for you. Oh, by the way, no Grimmy. I find this quite an unlikely team. We'll update after the cup. So it should have been updated 18 hours ago. Yes, that had been last night. Small rotation, Westo. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. Can we check the newspaper? What does the newspaper say? I think Hermoso could come in here. Aliesh is on to play. No Frimmers. None of my guys. Buendia maybe gets a debut. No Wirtz, they reckon, either. No, Wirtz has to play, surely. So that's an interesting one. So no, I'm going to ditch Mukiele then. I think I could take Hinchapi, because I think like in that kind of profile, like Hinchapi might get a bit further forward. Then we looked at Olise in midfield. Girassi in attack. And then the 5th man, Dux wouldn't be a bad shout. We've still got Mittelstadt. I think he'll be really good for Team 3. Works, yeah. Now I'm quite eager to look at this Hinchapi and see if there's something. Do we maybe just Bayern? Do we maybe just Bayern this defender? Because if Leverkusen are going to dice the team up and stuff, it might just be a wee bit dodgy. So I think we'll go with safety and we'll take Upa. Captain Olise in this situation, I think. And then when we get to the last one, I'm going to go with the Philip goalkeeper because he's at home to Union. Should be okay. The next defender I would take would be Mittelstadt, just for the peak potential he brings. Bischoff isn't a bad shout either, by the way. Maybe somewhat overlooked in the last 2 teams, but the quality is just undeniable. It's in front of him, really. Could take Dux into this team. And I probably would, by the way. And then we don't touch a Bayern player in the 5th position. Excuse me. Stiller away to Dortmund. Brandt at home. Brandt could be good. Is Brandt on to play? Brandt is on to play. Along with both my boys. That's good. Yeah, so I'd probably slide Brandt into that. And I'm captaining one of the front three here. I'm not captaining the defender or the keeper or whatever. But James, that's the way I would go. The middle team is the first team we picked. The second team, I really like this. Yeah, really good play. Grimaldo suspended. Kimmich is maybe out. Ooh, Hucker 520. Good to see you. Wolfsburg away is a tough matchup. Yeah, I think so too. SK, hello. Good to see you. So if we reckon Kimmich is maybe out, Company did say some players were ill. He didn't want to talk about it in his press conference. I've seen it today. Interesting. So do we maybe swap Kimmich for Olise? Just to safeguard that. That's probably what I would think. Pickleball Academy, good to see you. Yeah, so watch out for the Kimmich news. And I think if there is any sniff of... Because Company did say there was a few players out unwell. And then the journalist asked who. And Company said, I'm not going to do your job for you. So expect random DNPs for Bayern. Friday night curse is coming for them. So I think, yeah, watch out for Kimmich between now and the deadline. But that's the way I would rack them up. And guys, we've got a little notification. We've got jersey number Jeffrey Schluppen for £8. Nobody else was bidding on him. I didn't want to bring anyone's attention to it either. But we've got, I am Jeff. Jeff is in the squad. Can we rip it open already? Probably not, but let's have a peek. No, not yet, but we've got jersey number Jeff. Love that. Not sure how much I'll use this card, but I seen nobody was bidding on it. And I was like, why wouldn't I get that? He's number 15. It is number 15. It's a winner. So buzzing about that. £8. Market credits as well. So a wee bit of a discount. And earlier today, as I moved from one lineup build to the next, I had also sold Lasseneur earlier today. Now, Lasseneur had done the club proud. He was a nice wee guy that we crafted, and he helped us out getting into some in-season action. He helped us with some boxes. He brought in some big scores from time to time, but by golly, I hate having a St Etienne goalkeeper. So we managed to sell him, which is great. And the number one player I want to replace him with isn't much better, but it's all about the vibes, isn't it? And you can probably see where this is going already. But I want an in-season Boutez. And look at that, it's a fancy one as well. That's come on the market recently from Santonio. Thank you very much. It's my first headache-looking card. Let's just buy that. Thank you very much, Santonio. Or do we send a wee offer, maybe? Let's send a wee offer. See if we can get it below. See if he bites any. He doesn't really, does he? But let's try it. All the same. Let's see what he does. Why did the rare schlup restart at 0? But did the... I don't think it did start at 0. Yeah, Raddy, you're in, mate. You're in. Como stack incoming. You can say that again. So I could maybe just about... We'll see how this goes, right? But Santonio should have auto-responded because he's a bot. Oh, good. We get a few quid off it. We'll take that. Cheers, mate. Buzzing. Don't ask, you don't get from the bot. Now, that does leave us with a tiny bit of surplus. And I'm looking at Jonathan Ikone in season. £4. And then Strafeza. What do we look like for a Strafeza card these days? £9 classic only. I do like Strafeza. I'm a big fan of the Samba. But I think Ikone in season. Do we have a bot? There's Santonio again. Let's see if we can get this again cheaper than advertised. Let's hope so. There is a 50 out of 100 in-season Palace schlup already. Interesting. I don't know why number 15 came out. Was that maybe his number before? Did they maybe hold his shirt number thinking it was going to be a part of some big unveiling, perhaps? You know, or they're going to do all the one-offs or all the jersey mints. Remember all that stuff? So maybe the number 15 was just reserved anyway. Now, Pierre's checked. Yeah, they just never minted the 15. That's crazy, isn't it? I wonder if that was his shirt number at Palace or whatever, and they were keeping the jersey number back. Pierre D with the intel here. Let's see what Santonio gives it back. £5. Oh, you don't even know the market. Santonio's bought. You don't even know the market. Let's just buy this guy. There we go. Full Como stack is in the building now. And I did have a kind of Como-way looking team lined up for the weekend that now we've got to keep. Now, Como are playing Juve on a Friday night, so I don't know why I'm leaning into it for this particular game week, but I thought let's sell that last in try and get a Butez in. And we done it. Headache Butez at that as well. We have Alex Valley. Boom. We have in midfield Maxence Kakere. We have up front Asan Diao and Jonathan Ikone. I think they're all on to play, by the way. Probably not going to do much, but I like that. That's a very fun team for me. I'll happily ride that out on occasion for the banter. He was 15 at Palace, confirmed. Oh, so we've got a nice bit of fortune on our hands there. With my Sorare in-game. Josh, no problem, mate, but I need you to pick up a season ticket, become a channel member. It's £1 a week, £4 a month. Be careful, the channel memberships has 2 options to donate. That's just for the people that want to support the channel but don't care about the perks. If you're after reviews and building and all the fun stuff we do for the members, Josh, I need you to pick up a season ticket, buddy. Become a channel member. Great potential with all the draws. I have Duvicus already. Do you think Como is a good team to go with? I have a Duvicus as well, by the way, which I keep forgetting about. And I think Como... don't even know who I would captain out of this merry batch of men. Maybe Diao. But I think Como under Cesc, they've built a lovely squad, you know. They've built a lovely, lovely squad. And yeah, let's see where they end up, really. I think Duvicus could do well. They're praised by everyone, but they can't get a win. That's true. Nico Paz is the kind of star that we all want, isn't he? But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Ian, what were we after? Ian. Afternoon, Quinny. Got 3 D1... Got 3 D1 now in Classic Contender. So don't know whether to play there or D2 or D3 in season. A couple of Contender lineups and advice, please. Let's have a peek. So let's start with Contender in season. Let's see what we're cooking with. Vargas Tigres. Ryman. Good game. Not a bad game for Ron Robert Zieler, just not a great game because it's such tightly contested in the league. Kastenmeier the other side of that. And Bodart at home to Clermont Foot. Feels like Bodart is a good top pick here. Jonas Auer, the return of Austria is here, but I like Quatra way better than who else you have here. Your boy Jandra came in clutch last week, didn't he? Stojkovic, if he's back in the 11 at home to Sibinic. Cuisance as well, I like his game. Killian Kaibui, who we had the Spidey senses over the other day. Rakitic as well. Let's come back to midfield because you've got some good classic options as well. What's up front? Lots of options. Barasatik and El Hankuri feel like the 2 best ones here, but I think I'd rather Levaya Classic or Andres Martin. Oh, away to Burgos. I think I'd rather or Inigo Vicente. I think I would take Inigo Vicente top. So that means we're going to need an in-season mid. And what did Stojkovic do in the last game week? Oh, 81. Is he back in to start? I think Stojkovic could be really good. Stojkovic. Wish I kept it. Yeah, he is. He's back in, isn't he? So Rostovsky, that's going to be Greg Taylor's shift soon enough. But yeah, Stojkovic is playing with Piaka and Baturina. I like that. It's nice and attacking. And then we get the fifth man. Barasatik double forward is quite tempting, I'm not going to lie. Matheson could be cool. Roar could be cool. Elhan Cowrie again comes into the equation. I think we'll try and keep those double forwards together. We've used our classics. We need an in-season fifth man. I maybe just take the Jander. If I can find him. Yeah, because he ripped last week. And how did they do? How did they rip his score out again? 21 years of age. All AA. 1-0 win. Away from home. Still does the business. Needs a decisive maybe. But maybe away from... I was at home even. He's a wee bit meh. He's fine, isn't he? But... Who are the other options? Was Cuisance in season? We had Rakitic. Was he in season? Cuisance is in season. I know that's 12 versus 4th, but they're at home. And they've been a wee bit better since the break. Killing Kaibue, again, ripped last week. Could even go double river defence with the Montiel. And Rakitic at home to 5th. It's between these three for me. Oh, Rakitic is classic. So, Montiel, Kaibue, Cuisance. Let's look at Kaibue again. Ripped it last week. 100 points. 60 all around. Wow. How did that happen? Triple. 8 tackles. Duels one through the roof. Interceptions like mad. Barely any attacking contribution. And normally we know Kaibue for being a set piece guy. So that's quite... Wait till Lorient. Isn't a great match. How does it rate on this? 41 positional thing. They're away. He will be asked to do a lot of defending. And Cuisance, if we look at him quickly. Since the break... 2-1, 3-2. Oh, wow, they haven't been much better, but Cuisance looked a bit better for a minute. But against Hamburg, not an easy game. Paderborn, they won. Jan Regensburg, that's embarrassing, losing to them. Generally speaking, I think... Cuisance is quite decisive, capable, and has like 10 to 15 AA. Kaibue, he's got a bit of everything, but doesn't he? Montiel kind of the same, but the decisives are maybe less likely with him. I'm going to go with Killian. I think Kaibue is the 5th man for this team. You're captaining somebody like Inigo Vicente, aren't you? They have spent a lot of money though. Have they spent a lot of money, or has there been a lot of loans and guys on the cheap? Pickleball Academy, thank you very much for becoming a channel member, picking up your FC Barcelona season ticket. I really appreciate it, mate. Fist bump to you, as well as Pierre D. Fist bump to you. Thanks very much for picking up your season ticket, guys. Stojkovic is a safe starter. Sup, bro? Any chance of lineup building? If I can play any of them this week. JD91 and Pickleball. We'll add both of you guys in. JD91. And then Pickleball. And who was the other member we had there? Pierre D. The room is open for you, mate. Oh, not Pickle D. What am I doing? Olympic manager. Sorry. So that's team 1. Team 2. Ooh, the goalkeeper issue doesn't get much easier. Rico Man is telling us to stay away from Ryman, so I'll maybe swing over to Ron Robert Zieler for team 2 and maybe go for Ryman on team 3 if we think there's a wee bit of the spooks going on with that. Hausenberg's been fine, hasn't he, the last couple of weeks? Had an assist recently which spiked his score quite nicely. Maybe you just stick both of them together. In midfield, I would like to take Wanizek in this team. And then do we go double in season forward with Atik and Elhan Cowrie? I think I do. Captain Marvin. And then when we go to the last team, and then season, we take the Ryman. Montiel. I'm probably slapping Cuisance into this team. And then up front, can we play Corridor? May not be bad. Andres Martin. Lavaja. I'm going to put Lavaya into this one. And then the last fifth man, maybe we just put Jonas Ur in here. Kasper Yander, perhaps. Who's he playing against? But do we have a conflict there? Magdeburg? No, we don't. Maybe just put him in. And then we get to Classic. This is where we've got some decisions as well. Triple D1s. So this keeper here, Iskandel, is a top pick. In defence, I think we just take Duarte. Only 2 clean sheets in 9 games at home. Just don't fill me with confidence. Fair enough. Good day, Chief. Slam Duncan. Good to see you. And Pierre D04. Let me know what lineups we're looking at, buddy, and I'll add you on. You'll be the last one we've got today. Pierre D04. Let me know what lineups you want us to peek at, buddy. Sergio Canales in midfield. Gerter Hein up front. And fifth man, Maxime Lopez is the AAA guy, isn't he? Hrigota, I like. Andres Martin, I think I take him, but. And then when we go to Classic, D1 here again. The second keeper we want. Maybe take this, but maybe not. Vargas. Null could be good. Zmolic could be good. Basilio could be good. I like Basilio. High clean sheet percentage. Let's take him. We've still got Enzo Orr. Dominic Baumgartner I see there as well. Let's take both of them maybe. Maxime Lopez. How are you actually scoring at the moment? He's okay, isn't he? He's like that Jander guy essentially. Baturina. Hrigota, Piaka. Yeah, if we've got Baturina, maybe we play Piaka with him. Can we go double forward again, maybe with the Hrigota? Or do we want to add someone else into the fold? We did tease double defence. Palavicino could be double mid option here. Oh yeah, Palavicino. At home? At home. Yeah, let's take that. Yeah, I like that. It's a strong team. And then I'm going to go Zmolic with the last keeper spot we've got here. Matheson is AAA. Now, Rico Man reckons we're not going to get over the line with Magdeburg. Wow, he is popping. A lot of AA for that guy. Hard to look past him. Barisic, but for Basel. That feels like it could be. Yeah, he could be safely the better pick there. Baumgartner. That Zetner guy, I always overlook him, don't I? Baumgartner's not played in a while. And where's that Zetner? There he is. Oh, away to Ulm. Yeah, I think we'll take him. We can maybe double defence this team. Maxime Lopez can come in. Hrigota can come in. And yeah, maybe Barisic for 5th man. Enzo Leopold, not a great game. Corridor, again in the mix, could be fun. Anyone else? Inigo Cordoba at home to First. That's not going to be good. Rakitic? Yeah, let's put Rakitic in. Kavlina? Is Kavlina here? Oh, he is. Kavlina over Smolic. Apocalypto, I will bow to your intellect on this one. Oh, sorry, this is you're answering a question for somebody. Pierre, I don't really put a hard limit on it or anything, but like I'm not building all your teams, but like I'll build like your most important ones, the ones you're struggling with, or you know, that kind of vibe, you know. So within reason, anything that's meaningful. I thought the same, but I saw one of the predictors had Zagorak for some reason earlier. No, maybe that reduces the score of this squad, but I don't really care about the score. But just so you know, Ian, looks like we might have some Kavlina insight intel on that one. I don't think Inigo, Wanizek and Levi weaken the classics by being selected first, because we did the in-season before we did the classic. Because you still get great options. Like Marvin probably does go into team 1 here, but I don't know if it's much of a miss. Inigo Vicente and Andres Martin are both kind of the same guy, aren't they? So yeah, I quite like the teams here. I'm quite chuffed by how they've been built out, actually. I like the end seasons. They should all get promoted. It'd be crazy if they didn't. You just need the players to smash, obviously. But yeah, the Hanover this is a nice Bundesliga 2 sandwich we've got in here, with the Hanover defence, the Magdeburg attack, and then Karlsruhe midfielder captain pick. Best of the rest for the top team, which is fun. Best of the remainder for the bottom team. And then the classics is just take your pick of the smashers, really, isn't it? I might swap that Zetterer for Duarte. I think that Zetterer, I'm bad for overlooking him. And he is very good. I'm not going to be able to find him now, am I? And there he's there. And then there is that Duarte, but there is still like Barisic, Baumgartner. Harry Trades is in the house. Good to see you, buddy. But yeah, so contender in season classic, mate. I think there's maybe just a little bit of wiggle with the combos that we've got here, but otherwise, like, they all look good to kill. By the way, D1 classic, the Gurterheim team, Canales, like, that's a ripper, isn't it? Pickleball and PRD, I've got your messages in there loud and clear. I love that. Let's clean up the pages here. So we've got a bunch of player pages open now. Cameron M, what were we after? Hey Quinny, can I get my challenger lineups built? There are a few players out and questionable. I should be around challenger. Let's have a look. Nice pick of the keepers here. So what we look at, who the hell is Kickenborg? Jesus, man, just when you think they're done making up names in Belgium. Etienne Vassen, Simon Mignolet, Passveer, Unerstal. A lot of good picks here. Who is the top keeper out of that lot? But I like Passveer. Passveer and Mignolet are kind of both the same, aren't they? I think I would take Mignolet. Apocalypto with some insight there. I love that. Cannavaro taking a page out of Company's book. This is in season, so we only got one classic. I don't think we want to use that on Michelle. Let's have a look at, is the Kuiper going to play? No. So we're not going to use him. We've got Thomas Araujo at home to Morenese. Buscaglia probably out. I think that's maybe part of the thing you were saying, Cameron. Thomas Araujo looks nailed. PSV. Ledesma's going to play away for me. But yeah, no Buscaglia. Is he injured again or something? I think I heard Harry Trades talking about it somewhere actually. Yeah. So it's going to be Thomas, isn't it? Feyenoord at home to Sparta could be good for Hanko. Still got Flamengo. I'd maybe take Flamengo actually. Overlooked him a bit there. Was Joey V in the building? Joey V is in the building. Higher XP one. Ooh. Yeah, you're taking Mertens. And then the fifth man for this. Yeah, we could go with that Michelle Classic. But Vanaken maybe is a bit powerful. Or do we care about the classics and all that caper? Oh, Fab V against Sporting Lisboa. Is he going to play? Yes, he is. I like that. Sporting Lisbon are not an easy opponent, obviously, but that could be a good game for Fabio. How's he been scoring? Nice differential as well, especially on scores haven't been great. AA's been just about there, but he does really need a decisive. This is a sort of game, but he could smash a 100 on, but it's kind of hard to pick him in the top team without that little bit of track record behind him, isn't it? Looks like no Gairikes for that as well. Say what? No, Gairikes is there. Gairikes has scored against Porto. Is that good for a fifth man? Let's see. One decisive against Benfica, 78. I'm looking for domestic. Against Braga, had AA with no decisive. Let's see. What else do we have here? 2-0 against Porto. He got a goal, 73. That's a good omen. Away, off the bench, 2 goals. Yeah, good omen. That's as far as it goes for now. Yeah, I would take Gairikes fifth man here. This feels fun. Has been injured, but expected to be back. The Galatasaray striker name is Akgun. Roger that. Jalgan Calves, thank you very much. Buscaglia is out for a month. Hey, all got third in All-Star Unlimited. Hope Opta don't screw me. Me too, D1872. Fingers are, hands are praying for you, buddy. I hope it holds. But no, I like this. If we have a slightly safer option than Gairikes, I can go with that. But who is the most likely 70 plus type player we've got here? I'm a Forgan Hazard fan, by the way. Has he been doing it? No, not really. He could, but it's not a Team 1 pick, is it? Leo Grimel, scoring well in Holland. That's fun. Oguzayedin. Stoikers. Are we overlooking him, by the way? Are we overlooking Jarny? Let's see what Jarny's up to at home to Cercle Bruges. Yeah, I'd maybe take Stoikers there. High chance of 3 goals scored. Maybe Osman is the shout. Oh, yeah, home at 19th. I kind of gave that a bit more respect because it's a Dama Demispor, but they are 19th. Osman, he does kind of have a, doesn't he? He is getting like 9 to 13 there. And if he can double decisive. Let's see the Galatasaray team. Is it safe to predict? It's not up yet. But we can see their team is no big shakes. Maestro, by the way, he's meant to be... I seen somebody was linked to him. somebody in Portugal maybe or something like that. So that's kind of tough one. I don't know. I wouldn't take Osimhen. I'd be looking at Stoikers or Gairikes, but I think Stoikers is the safe pick. I think I would take him. Safety, safety, safety. Yeah, that's a great top team. Pasveer's keeper too. Not sure if we're going to Michele yet, but let's go Araujo for this one. We've got another Veerman, so that's lock. We've got Osimhen, which is lock. And then do we maybe go Osimhen Gairikes? Or Vanaken, or Zorgan. Oh, Zorgan's playing beer shitters. Right, let's put that in. That feels good. And then the third in-season team, it's between Vassen and Unerstal for me. I'm going to go Vassen because he's at home. I don't think he's going to concede 3. I think both keepers don't hold the clean sheet, so it's then about the AA that they get. I think we'll take Hanko in this team. Mohamed Cham isn't in the fold. We're still looking at classic Fab V. And we've got classic Vanaken. So let's go forward. Because we might have actually just used all of our in-season juice across the last couple of teams. Which I'm not going to break those teams. Because I think those teams are... like, who would go into them and make them better? I think you could use Luke de Jong in this team quite comfortably, couldn't you? Is Luke de Jong on the play? He is. Awesome. And we've got a classic spot. And so who's the best in season? We'll put them in here. Maybe it's Hazard, but it's a tough game. If Hazard was playing... oh no, Fabio Vieira. I'd maybe take him. Or what's better? Fabio Vieira. Vanaken's got the game, doesn't he? Maybe put him in his classic mid. If we put Vanaken in his classic mid over Fab V, then we're just taking a 5th man any spot. Fabio Vieira at home to Sporting Lisbon. 3rd versus 1st. Or Forgan at home again. 5th versus 4th. I know we've already looked at it, but I'm opening that again, sorry. Yeah, minutes all over the shop with him. That's what puts me off. So I'm going to stay away. And we'll put Lord Hands in here. And then the 5th man, which has to be in season. We're looking for the highest scoring potential we have. Is it Leo Grimel? By the way, if he doesn't do it one way, he does it another. 60, no matter what. For him, not quite enticing enough for me, but I might need to stick with it, but I may need to go back. We've got Sven Coombs, we've got Angel Di Maria. I think I'm going to save that. And then look at these other teams again quickly. Yeah, I'm probably going to drop Zorgan for Gairikes. No. I'm going to drop... oh, let me go backwards to go forwards here. I'm not touching this team. I like this, the way it's built. I don't want to mess with that. Top team's good. This team, but we're going to drop Osimhen out of it for Gairikes. And then the 3rd team... we have De Jong and Osimhen up front. Cameron M. Challenger lineups. So we did in season. Let's have a look at classic. Oh, 2 D4s. Unerstal's your keeper here. Michele. Yeah, so we've put a lot of strength into in season. You get 2 D1 classic spot, which means I want to take this team away now. And I probably actually want to take this team away now. I think priority wise I've got that wrong. So I want to go into the classic D1s for Team 2 and Team 3. Because you've just got, like, yeah, so pass Veer, much better shout for a keeper. I can't remember who Defender 2 was, but it was somebody... Was it Araujo? It must have been. Araujo we can keep. Veerman and Zorgan. And up front, Osman or Gairakes? Osman. Zorgan. Captain who you like really there. And then classic D1 second lineup. I'm going to go with the Vassen again. I prioritise him over Unerstal. I'll do that again. I think you could take Brandon in defence for this team. I'm probably going to go to Hans Vanaken again. And then up front we've got Gairakes and De Jong. Do we maybe just take De Jong on this one? Double forward again, or we can go Hanko, double defence. El Yakube. Yeah, I think we take De Jong. Fabio will not start. Are you playing the Ultra Attack comp? I was thinking about it, mate. I'm not. I was going to do 0 to hero on it, but I've kind of ran out of time and money and headspace for this week to go and just buy some limiteds and stuff. I was going to spend like 30 quid. I had the strategy and everything all laid out, and I was like, ah. I'm not spending 30 quid on limiteds this week. I've got Keylor Navas to buy. And it was a wee bit late to get the video out anyway for you guys to tack it. But Tati Castellanos is my little shout to you guys if you're buying somebody for it. He's cheap AF is a limited. Great fixture. Just scored last game week as well. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to in-season again, right? To build the second in-season team. And then that's probably where that stops me. In terms of the quality teams or the ones that are the real kind of... Someone just said that Fab V isn't going to play, yeah? Let me check the chat again. Fabio will not start. Gairakes will start and will score. Wirtz will start for Leverkusen. We think so. XD Rai, good to see you. Can I get my lineups done? Probably just 2 because of multiple injuries. XD, I'll squeeze you in because you're only got the 2. Awesome. So yeah, midfield, I'm probably going to have to go Forgan Hazard then. We'll check the prediction for Mohamed Cham, but it doesn't look likely. Team isn't in yet anyway. And up front we have still have a Luc de Jong, which is fun. And then fifth man. See, I would still want to put Fabio into a team like this because there's not much downside. Even if he comes off the bench and is effective, you can still get a 70 out of him. And with Hazard, the division this team's in, etc. I like Fabio Vieira better than like Grimel. Iodine, is he going to play? No idea at the moment. So yeah, I would be inclined to maybe just roll the dice on Fabio Vieira for that kind of lineup. You're kind of doing something similar with Hazard for how many minutes he'll get. It's an okay keeper pick. It's a solid defender, solid forward, but it's not going to be the makeup of like your best team or whatever. So yeah, and then I think after that it's just kind of filling in who you've got the hunch on and who you know and stuff like that. But for the priority lineups, that's the way I would ring them out. Oh, I'm so happy I got that Jeffrey Schlupp, by the way. Number 15 is quality. So with 40 or 50 of you joining us now, guys, thanks to everyone that's tuning in. Please do hit the like button to support the channel. It really does mean a lot. We've had some new members today pick up their season ticket. Thanks very much to you guys. It means a lot. Keeps the lights on here and keeps the engine moving, as they say. Let's clean up these player pages that we've been opening. And then after Cameron, we got on to Wallen. And let's see what Wallen was asking. Can I get help with the usual in-season challenger rare, but also limited contender in-season if you have time? So let me do one at a time. Wallen. Challenger in-season rare. Two D2s and a D3. Three keepers. Oh yeah, I know this gallery. Barkas at home to Almere. Sign me up for that. You're probably going to want El Karauni next to him. And I hope the midfield doesn't make that a tough pressure decision. Yeah, it doesn't. Veerman and Zorgan picked himself. Broom. Wow, mate, you're winning. Like, we shouldn't even roll the deadline this week. You've won. 82? Fuck off. Maybe the Utrecht thing is just whatever, right? But wow, who'd you captain here? I know there's a few aways there, but Briam against Heracles. Like, Briam is going to do alright, and Zorgan is probably just a spike master. Second team, I'm going to go, yeah, Unerstallen at second. Satalo has to be the defender, I would think. You guys know me, I love a bit of Gabriel Sara, but he's not been that amazing. Arno Verschuren, is he debuted yet for Twente? Come off the bench, did okay, but we've not really seen any new data for him, so watch out for that. Did we have the Galatasaray team? We didn't. Don't know about Gabriel Sara. Played a little bit of right back, didn't he? Or it looked like that for a minute. Must have been defensive mid. He's still doing okay, isn't he? But Hwang in the bum. Mignan. I think you have to take Mignan on stats, don't you? Along with Parrott, probably. Lang isn't on to play. And then fifth man, I'm maybe looking at Hwang in the bum. Don't like Classy, although Classy's L5 by the way. Maybe I'm selling him short. He does have his moments, Jordy, doesn't he, where yeah, he can just rip for a minute. His AA seems to be quite there at the moment. I wouldn't mind him for the... Is this the last team? No, it's the second. Yeah, I think Classy's more of a team free play. As I'm putting him over Mignan. Mignan's not been great, but he has... I've seen Ferencváros, some of his action, he was good. Yeah, it feels like Sven's hitting some form. Yeah, Hwang in the bum. At home at Sparta. It's been a while since he's been dominant, but he's just been missing decisives. He used to be able to rip without them, well, especially for Korea, that is, of course. Is he going to play for Feyenoord? Feyenoord. Hwang in the bum is going to play alongside Jakob Moder. Ayase Ueda back in the building. It's actually quite a hard fifth man to pick, by the way. Jerdy Shooting could be alright. Scores aren't always that great, but I'm going to take Sara because it's against such a crap team. I'd feel bad if I put him in the bottom lineup. So we've got Olage. Mike Double-E we want to stay away from. I think we're after Bas Kuipers. Or Makuma. Maikuma? Aye, let's take Maikuma. Classy for team 3 we're okay with. Lauritsen, I'm probably going to lean into Lado here. And then fifth man, I'm going to go Hwang in the bum. I'm going to captain Hwang in the bum for banter. And then what did you say about limited again? Limited contender in season. So there's those guys. Limited contender in season. Limited contender in season. A D3, a D4 and a D5. So I think we can pick the top team here. Probably. Oh, Marcuson, is he coming in for the gloves? Unsane. Petroli. Arias. Oh, tough. Goalkeepers, by the way. Arias is quite strongly favoured there for Racing at Boca. Maybe I'm a bit naive to the Argentinian league right now, but that surprises me. Unsane is at home, heavy favourite. I think I would take him. I'm a Quattro Team 1 guy. I'm not going to change that today. Ooh, Brunetta at home. I think that's kind of where you want him. Galarraza. Was Galarraza doing well? This guy was good. Argentinos Juniors. Wee bit gutted, never made it in Belgium. He's been alright since being back. That last game kind of puts a cold shower on it, doesn't it? But he's been alright. I don't think we... Aaron Molinas as well. He's a Boca wonder kid. And where's this he's playing? Is this Brazil? No, it's Argentina. I'm tripping there for a minute. Wow, he's got good AA. Oh, I wonder if he's somebody to watch out for. Zella Ryan, has he made a return? Oh, he did. He's played 3 games. Some nice 8A. That's quite encouraging, by the way. Quite encouraging for wee Zella. So who would we take first out of these guys? I think you take Bernetta on in-season and stature and all the rest of it. Luciano Vieto. Adrian Martinez. Ceballos. Oh, not many forward options. I think you have to take Vieto on score, but I'm just going to refamiliarise myself with both their scores. He's okay. Adrian Martinez. Yeah, I'm probably going to go Vieto. And then 5th man, Galarasa. Izquierdos, by the way, he was a boss in La Liga 2. It's not too bad in Argentina. Not too bad. I like Molinas, but that doesn't. 2nd versus 4th gives me a bit of fear. There's a wee bit of safety maybe with the River defence stack there with Montiel showing up. Zella Ryan is playing Banfield. I like Molinas, but that's not a great game. It's away. None of them are totally primed up. Who's this guy? Oh, hiya. Right mid. Lots of AA. Can get decisives. Do we have a Racing? Yeah, we do. We've got Vieto there anyway. Maybe. Yeah, we lean into that. We play Martirena. There's some other guys here that are just as good, but I think like maybe just lean into the Vieto link up, try and get a double decisive out of that. It is Division 3, so it should be okay enough to get promoted out of. I want to do the team behind this just to satisfy curiosity. But let's say we had Arias in here. Montiel. Galarraza Molinas is what I think I might go with. And you're taking that guy. Something like that, maybe. It's hard to get the back end of your limiteds there. There's your rares walling. It's hard to get the back end of your limiteds. But I do feel the top team that's probably the optimal combo. I know it's home to Boca, but they are kind of favoured, and those guys could link up together. MLS lands Tuesday. Nice. Galarraza has been great so far. Adding Reynoso coming to Talares. Oh yeah, he's moved, hasn't he? I kind of noticed that there, but without... Manasavi, I've got you, mate. Don't worry. I've got you, don't worry. I thought Schlupp done well in his cameo last night. One really good ball through. Yeah, he did okay. He looked kind of fish out of water, but for the first little 5-10 minutes, a little bit, you could tell he was nervous, which is probably a good thing. But yeah, I think Schlupp will do his part, you know. And yeah, it's kind of sad that Greg Taylor's going to be leaving for Zagreb. We will miss him. Mini-me, you're up next, buddy. Contender rare, please. 2 teams and also so contender rare and then under 23 rare. Let's do it. Now after I do this, I'm probably going to take a wee pause for the cause. For a wee 2-5 minutes, guys, at the most. Just run for an hour and 10, and I don't even know if I'm halfway through the request sheet we've got. We'll get through them all, of course, ahead of a busy weekend. But we'll do mini-me's, and then I'll take a wee pause, and we'll come back to it. So we've got Armani AAA. We've got Navas at home. Navas is away. And then we've got Stextile, who's back at Hartberg. I think you have to take AAA Armani, don't you? And the top team, along with Quattro. We've just been hearing about Galarraza. Lucas Romero, by the way, is doing okay. But, guys, Mini-me, I'm so happy you've been buying all my transfer hunches because this guy came in big time last night. 24 all around, decisive on top. I think Reynoso is at home to Sion. I would plug him in most of the time now. He's going to be 28-ish capable, and if he's sniffing decisives, that's what you're after at this level. Belo, Yara, Ronnie Valdo against Lask. How's Ronnie Valdo away from home? Let's do 6 months away. Good at home. Kind of different. But no, I think Ronnie Valdo's probably a good shout there. Belo is at home to Wolfsberger. How do you score generally? Can you bring 70s? Yeah, you can. He's not actually that different to Ronnie Valdo, but I think Ronnie Valdo's game is more conducive to goals, so I'm going to go with Ronnie Valdo in Team 1. Jamie Lawrence looks like a great pick here. I'm quite keen on Galarraza. Tathiner as well. I'm quite keen on that. Rigoni. This is your top team as well, so we need to smash. We need big power potential. I don't think Galarraza and that other guy are that different. Jamie Lawrence, but has been a peak master. Well, he returned to that. I'm always hesitant with these guys on the first game after their break. He's quite undeniable, but isn't he? I think we put him in at home to Hartberg. It should be a safe one for him. I don't know who you captain. That's a great team. Division 3, you're going to smash that. Division 4, 2 rare teams. And also under 23. So we're going to keep stick style for under 23, I take it. This Navarro has got a ripping L5. Former Chicago Town. He knows how to defend, doesn't he? Decisives are there, but he does have 28, 32, 27 all around. So I think I'd take him quite comfortably. Galarraza, probably the same, although he's under 23. See, I kind of want to pick under 23 next, in case there's somebody we're using. So, Stextal, Felix Bakker, and Jacob. So let's have a look at Jacob. Oh, he's okay. He is okay. I can deal with that. And Bakker, I've heard his name before. Is he good? Estoril? I think we're taking Jacob here, aren't we? No Beraldo, no Lepage. Galarraza, Taffiner, Benny Traore, Luca Romero. See, I'm quite taken with Galarraza. Taffiner's a set piece guy. At home at Hartberg should be good. I think I'll take him first. You've got Belo. I think I would take him next. And then Galarraza. Even Benny Traore could be the part. 57% chance to win for Luca Romero. I think I would put him in. Oh, the overlap. Interesting. So the overlap are taking care of the old travel arrangements as we speak to now. If normally I need to deal with this, but yeah, I would put Romero in there next, I think. And if we double back to contender, we have Navas, Navarro, Galarraza. I think we're taking Yarak. We're not backing a guy that scored against River after all the other teams that we've made. And then fifth man, Benny Traore. So that's the way I would go with it, bud. I like the top team. Ravelisson, Ronnie Valdo, Jamie Lawrence, bit of double defence in there could be fun. You could maybe swap one of the defenders with Benny just to chase the decisives a wee bit, but I really do think that top team is the top team you've got there. And then this under 23, I don't think you can make that any better by subbing anyone out. Sorare just tweeted about MLS. I only bought Ravelisson Limited. Should have also bought the rare. Yeah. Appreciate it as always, Mr. A. No problem. Galarraza has been great. Oh, yeah, I caught that, sorry. So I'm going to take a wee pause for the cause, guys. We're going to take a wee break for a second. And I will come back and finish up the lineups that we've got to build here. Apocalypto is up next. So we've got Apocalypto, Alex Coombs, Raddy, Cantina Kicker, FF Finker, Geordie, Mikey Blackie, JD91, Olympic Manager, PRD, and XD Rai. So we've still got a fair wee bit to go, guys. I'm going to take a wee pause, but take a toodaloo and all that kind of thing. and we might even look at the MLS thing as well today while we're on. So hang tight, BRB. Remember, I'm waiting for the time I come back, and the chat thing here has moved on a bit, and maybe it's a bit funnier. So let's see what we do. Back in a minute. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Just picked up a Zaha classic for MLS. What are your thoughts? Sorry, guys. I had muted there, but yeah. Good to see you here. We lost a few of these in the break. Hopefully we'll see some of the viewers come back, which is all good crack, all good fun. But I was just saying there, Soria, it feels like he's dicey. He probably plays, but for your top lineup, I don't know if I can back it. Real Madrid's defence is all over the shop. Atleti probably don't keep a clean sheet here. So all three of your goalkeepers are a bit tight. Can we pick the team and then I'll maybe reverse engineer the goalkeeper spot? What I was saying is it's going to be really hard as well for this because Barca play Valencia and Sociedad play Leganés tonight. Is it Leganés? I forget. Who's playing tonight? Tonight. It's Copa del Rey. Osasuna, Sociedad, I beg your pardon, and Valencia, Barca. So you kind of need to watch out for these teams tonight to see what we think from that. And yeah, you've got a lot of those guys involved, really, don't you? So it's kind of tough. I think Aguerd is kind of safe. Good fixture, should play at home. Bellingham is Bellingham. Rafinha for the classic spot, I don't mind. But I think I'd be taking Rodrigo. No, I'm probably taking Rafinha first, actually, because even if... Let's see how it goes tonight for Barca, but I think the Madrid derby's way tougher than away at Seville, really. And in fifth man, I'd be inclined to take Isco as well. Standalone guy away at Celta Vigo, just needs a decisive, and he'll probably be working. Baena, also not a bad shout, didn't really get involved in anything in the high-scoring Villarreal win the other day, but then in good form away at Las Palmas, who'll give them opportunities. So there's 8A for Baena. It's just if he can get that decisive, whereas I think Isco's a wee bit more decisive likely. And the 8A is maybe just something that's a wee bit subject to the match and whatever. All the goalkeepers but are classic, I'm just noticing, so we can't take Rafi at all. I'm probably looking at Take over Rodrigo, but we need to see the Sociedad team tonight. Sagankov could be quite good as well. It's nice and safe. Williams on the other side of that fixture as well. Champion season for Rafinha. Got you, Apocalypto. And Jean Carlos is talking about the MLS updates. I'll have a look at it for sure. If I have an in-season Denke, Bamba, Zaha, do they keep their in-season? It should, mate, but this update might tell us something different, so hard to speak on that. Mate, I really do feel sorry as a move here. And the forward, Rodrigo's probably the safest, isn't he? But I'd like to see the games tonight and maybe take Take up front. Again, need to maybe keep our ear close to the ground on Soria. Courtois for keeper too. Yeah, I think both of them are coin tosses, really. Who'll do better? You're taking Koundé second. Valverde and Baena probably make it up, and then I would put Sagankov in here as a safety. Let's do this properly, but right, so we've got an order. So we put Taki in here, and yeah, we kind of move the pecking order around depending on what we see tonight. I'd probably put Baena. Put Baena into this. And when we get to the third team, we're going Yan the Man. I've been inclined to take David Lopez, but he's been good for random DNPs. I think you take Balde for a wee bit of safety. Zubimendi, Shigankov. And do we know if Ceballos plays? Looks like he will. So let's look at champion season. All D2s, so less of a kind of hair splitter on that one. There's Rui Patricio playing for Atalanta. When the fuck did that happen? Magic Mike for keeper one, but Oh my god. Yeah, you've got all that. You've got all my favourites. All my favourites. Theo. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. Midfielder picks here are tough. I like taking Tajani in this one. Yeah, I like taking Tajani in this one, but Andre Santos at home. Højbjerg playing Angers. Oh, you get some really good midfielder picks. This is a tough one. But I think I'd take Reinders in Team 1. I think you back that AC Milan spine you've got. I'm taking Greenwood up front. Or Pulisic. Oh no, yeah. I'm probably going AC Milan for Team 1. But do we expect AC Milan to rotate perhaps ahead of any... Are they in the no, they're not in the Champions League, are they? Are they? I'm losing my mind here. Reinders, Leao, Pulisic, Theo, Magic Mike, they're all there. I think I would AC Milan this team up. Or, well, do you know, I think Greenwood is better than Leao, personally. So I think I would do this. Second team. Yeah, I probably would just squeeze it to merit. Hakimi's quite fixture proof. I think I want Højbjerg in that fixture. I would take Rafinha for this team and then fill it out with... Who did Cherky have there? Ream? Yeah, I'd probably buff it out with something like this. Let's double check the Højbjerg spot. For Sant... Yeah, but I'd probably do that. Captain's a tough one. And in the third in-season team... I don't know the script about Patricio, so I would take Petrovic as default. Di Lorenzo. Anyone hiding that we've not picked yet? Nah. Andre Santos. Leao. Probably Elise. Yeah, I seen Santi Rod has been linked to Botafogo. I left a bit of an emoji on that one. I'd be absolutely gutted. I don't know if he's good enough to make it in Brazil because he's quite flimsy. Like he's hardy in that. Don't get me wrong, but I just worry when you get in the team. You know, how long it's taken Acevedo. Acevedo was quality in MLS. He's not been able to make that jump up in a CFG club, which should be quite accommodating for somebody like him, but. So I'm nervous on that one. Botafogo need players to play. So maybe it's not that all bad, but there's your teams, buddy. Quite buzzing for them, by the way. I think your D2s, at least one of them should go up, if not two, if not all three. And with this, like, I'm nervous on the Sorare thing, but I think like Courtois or All Black, I don't know if there's upside to be got in there because the Sorare is also a real differential situation. Not a huge fan of Rodrigo over maybe one of the other strikers if we know who's playing and stuff, but defence and midfield prioritisation I'm quite comfortable with. It's just goalkeepers and strikers I would chop up a wee bit closer to the time. With this, it's hard to argue with the combos, I think. My body's making mad noises right now. Alex Coombs, what are we after? Can you build two best challenger and contender lineups both in season? Two challenger and contender in season best lineups. Challenger. So we've got the goalkeepers we want. We've got Mignolet and Barkas. I'm going to go with Miggs in team 1. You're probably just going to defence stack into the keeper, aren't we, really, with the different fixtures? We might be able to break that up, but I think for this game week we're probably sticking with the paint by numbers defender goalkeeper pair. We might even, oh Jesus, we might even be breaking into squads on this one. Maybe classic Watanabe, Shea Charles. Some nice classic kicker potential here. Without anyone being an absolute standout. I'll probably go with a Watanabe. I don't know who you captain here, but probably Tizolis. Then for the second team, is it just is it another squad build maybe? It maybe is. I'm not in much of a rush to pick the Kathleen. He's alright, isn't he? Kathleen, Talby's been okay. Jukla's been meh. Amoradon, he's kind of off the ball, isn't he? Or Agahawa, as we're meant to call him now. Gustav Nielsen. Yeah, I think you'd probably take him just because of the fixture and everything. And then fifth man. I don't mind this Otavio as a fifth man. Similar to the Watanabe, it's just that kind of defender that should be mad busy. And could throw something on top. How's he done? Against Midtjylland, not bad. Against Benfica, didn't play. Anderlecht was out for a while. Before he was out against Sporting. And what was that? Against gave away a penalty, so he's got a wee bit of retribution. Otherwise, but very consistent. Against Sporting here, not good. Yeah, maybe we stay away from that. Against Arsenal, not good. Against Benfica at home, good. Arsenal at home, yeah, so they're at home, Porto, aren't they? That maybe helps me. Yeah, I'll probably just take Otavio. And that's my Captain Paxson kind of guy. I wouldn't mix them up. I don't think there's much to dice into it, to be honest with you. I'm taking Brune. I think Tukaman are just... Yeah, I'm taking Brune. Oh no, actually we've got Kavlina there as well. I'd maybe take Kavlina first. Yeah, Kavlina. In defence, we've got that Martinera guy again. Marcus Acuna. Montiel. How does Acuna score compared to Montiel? For River. 100 on the first game. Jesus. Back in December, right enough. Yeah, I think Montiel outdoes Acuna, doesn't he? So I'm going to go Montiel. Shaq. Piaka, I like next. Yeah. And then we need a fifth man. It's in season. We have Batarina. Boom. That's a lovely team. And the second one in here, I'm going to go Brune. This Martinera guy we liked from earlier. Yeah, I'm going to take him. Pablo de Blasis. Oh, your mids are kind of tough. Lanzini's maybe the one I'm going to pick, but Druisi is a mid. Druisi is a mid. Druisi, fine. Lanzini, 60s are a wee bit shaky, aren't they? But I think the majority of this team... Oh, Quadra, don't do that to me. Don't get this note. Got Facundo Calidio as well. He's on to play. Lanzini to finish it. Otavio doesn't play. He's suspended. Ooh. Let me go and fix that then. Good catch on that one. Should have checked the team. It's my bad. Joaquin Seas. Bombastic fullback. we go, buddy. Maybe you can swap C's with Watanabe if you want to keep them all together. Is Khalidale not going to play? Oh no, Khalidale isn't going to play. Why did I think he was when I just did that? I think it's because I just seen his name. Apologies. Vieto. Yeah, Vieto was our top pick from another one earlier. Wilfred Kanga was on to play when we looked at Zagreb earlier. Is he somebody we want involved in? Who the hell is he? Oh, he's from England and stuff. Interesting. Was he going to play? He might be a shout. He is, yeah. Yeah, let's throw Kanga in here. There we go, that's better. You already said thanks, Alex, but I think I've just fixed it again, so. Yeah, go with that. Raddy. What were we after? 3 champ classic lineups. 3 champ classic. 3 champ classic. Oh, all D1s. Love this. Raddy. Let's see what we've got going on. Manasvi. Struggling with that one, sorry. Magic Mike. Chevalier. Are certainly my top 2. I'm probably going to go with Chevalier. I'm probably going to go with Chevalier because he's at home. Lovely defender options and plenty of them. Theo's my top pick. I think Kimmich is dicey for this one, maybe, with the whole flu thing that Company was teasing. So I'm going to go with Musiala. Ooh, wow, by the way. Who to pick up front? Who to pick up front, by the way? This is a tough one. Ooh, it's a good shout for Mbappe because it's a derby at home. Yamal is Yamal. Sevilla are not good. Barca do play tonight, but... Oh, this is a tough one. I'm probably going to take Usmani because he's not played midweek, and then I'll probably just double that up with Hakimi. That makes me want to swap Chevalier, but for Magic Mike. We've got a wee bit of AC Milan, a wee bit of PSG with midfield Musiala. Yeah, I think that's the way to go for the first team. They're all in D1, so there's not really a need to overly prioritise it, but just try and keep the bigger scorers together. That's kind of the name of the game here. And I'm going to go Di Lorenzo for team 2. Now, if Frankie de Jong doesn't play tonight, he'll play against Sevilla. If he plays tonight, he won't play against Sevilla. Pedri, I'm not too sure what they think Pedri's going to do in terms of the rotation. We'll find out later tonight. Pedri's probably more likely to play in both, but to some extent. Gavi won't play tonight. I don't think it's going to be... It's probably going to be Ferman, almost in the squad as well. Yes, this is we need to see who plays tonight to see who the other one... To see who's playing at the weekend, essentially. Pedri seems pretty nailed, so that's cool. We can just play Pedri. Put Yamal with him. And then, yeah, I'm quite inclined to take Rodrigo goes. Which then takes us on to team 3. A bit of a tougher goalkeeper pick. None of them are great, are they? How nailed is Donnarumma? Because that's just always my fear with picking him in these lineup builders, is that he's a random 90%. I think I'm just going to take Courtois, but just for absolute security. I'll probably go with Aguerd in defence next. Kimmich in midfield we can't not use. Same with Mbappe up front. And then maybe Lewandowski. I think Ferran Torres might start tonight up front. Still got Kvaratskhelia. I think I'd put him in actually. Yeah, I'd rather go with this. Really, 3 really exciting teams, mate. Hi, Quinny. Relatively new player at Sorare. Considering selling my collection for cheap to fund for the new MLS cards on auction. Do you think it's a good idea? In general, mate, like, it's hard to know like anything until I already have £62 in funds. Cody, like, so the MLS cards, it's really hard to know what they'll go for. Do we have the prize pool? That's a big part of this question. Hot streaks. Right, we're doing this now, I guess. Let's just look at this. And we'll get back onto the lineups. I think we're about halfway there, if not further through. In this blog, key details, 2 weeks until MLS. Marker calendars. We'll double up promo. 5% chance to win a second card. 95% chance for MLS Essence. Quality is determined solely based on factors. Please note that number ones will be available right from the start at launch. Jersey mint serials will be released in an upcoming event. In some cases, if a player's squad number hasn't been officially confirmed, we might miss it. Fine. Many of you have been asking how teams will be allocated. Brace yourself, it's going to be big. The first MLS game week will feature an exclusive competition called Division Battle. For the first game week, every limited and rare will compete in a single D3 leaderboard. The entire prize pool condensed onto one. And then, depending on where you finish, is where you go. Remember, you can submit 3 teams. Hot streaks, the hot anticipated return of the Beat the Game mode. As previously announced, the new MLS competition will introduce the return of an exciting Beat the Game mode for in-season, limited and rare. More good news, super rare and unique in-season MLS cards will also have their own dedicated Beat the Game experience. Oh, yippee. Here's a quick reminder of how it works. In terms of the interface, so you need to get 500 points in rare 5 times, and you get $400. Is that graphic representative? Ah, got you. Interesting. So let me read the streaks bit. Do you need to keep it going? Here's where it gets even more exciting. Your target points and reward can increase each game week. There are 5 target levels, each associated with a fixed cash reward. Each time you hit a level, you move to the next hot streak target. The next game week will challenge you with the next level, a higher target with bigger cash rewards. Keep hitting the target and you'll keep climbing. If you reach the top streak level, you'll earn the massive reward. After that, your streak will reset, allowing you to start and climb the levels again. Miss the target in a game week, no worries. You'll restart at level 1 with another shot at the streak. If you skip a game week when MLS is open and you don't submit a lineup, your streak will reset to 1. Interesting dynamic, isn't it? Super rare and unique golden goal. Managers competing in in-season MLS super rare and unique competitions with 5 will also beat the game mode. The golden goal. The concept is simple. A set points target must be hit to claim the pot. If no one reaches it in a given game week, the pot increases. Blah de blah. Interesting. And then here we go. This is what we kind of come into this for. It's alright. So limited and rare in season look like this. It's not too bad, is it? Super rare in season MLS classic. That's what I want to see. Oh wow, lots of essence. Oh yeah, I'll be alright with this. I'll be alright with this, no bother. My classics will be pumping that essence, no bother. But I will need to be quite, yeah, you need to be quite careful with MLS guys. You definitely don't want that getting diluted through your other regions, do you? Well, that's tons of essence on that leaderboard. That's fun. So it's kind of hard, mate, for me to say, should you sell your cards to go and buy these cards? Because, like, it's just another division, really, is what's here. And then the in-season, this part, like, there's a gamification, really, isn't there? So it's not like it's like, oh, just need to hit 400 points and I'll get a tenner a week or something like that. It's a wee bit different because obviously pay out much nicer if you can hit that 5 in a row. I'd probably be cashing out quite a lot about 4 in a row, to be honest with you. They're probably banking on that for the most part. It's like the weakest link, isn't it, kind of style? Looks like a fun time for crafting, yeah. The SRU stuff seems like whalebait. The fire ladder seems cool, I guess. Yeah, I like it. The hot streaks, I like it. I think for the whale one, they've got to give them a reason to buy the cards, don't they? So, yeah, whatever. We'll kind of look at it in a bit more detail later, perhaps. That's us finished with Raddy's comment. Raddy's ones. Red or Dead, Canton Kicker. Rare contender lineups. Let's have a peek. Rare contender. Is it in season? Maybe. Vargas. Pizarro. Lainez. Ibanez. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing in-season overlay, are we? There's not much to really lean into on that. Yeah, we've got a D1 classic. Let's build that. Probably taking Turo. Yeah. Or Brun. I'm going to go Turo. I like Elche. Elche are good at home. Carlos Quintana. Old as muck, isn't he? Doesn't lose possession ever, I bet. This guy was good last week when we looked at him. Did he score well last weekend? Oh no, he didn't. He did a 7. Jesus. But has otherwise been good, so I think we won't hold that against him. Paradella at home. Dubison at home. Yeah, I'm taking Dubison at home. Gororian. Colombato. Yeah, I think we need to take Gororian for 5th man because he's at home. Not a super good game, but most D1 kind of outfit there. Brun. Quintana. Franco Ibarra. Nice wee spine there. And then up front, Fidel for Albacetti. He's okay. Right mid. Get some AA. Forward options are quite light, aren't they? I'm probably going to throw the Ibanez in. Just Simplex, good to see you, mate. It was good to see you. Your comment just disappeared. You could just get £3 a game week. Yeah, you do have 3 lineups to submit for it as well. So I don't know how it goes where, like, if you submit 3 and 2 of them hit it. Because Rivals was quite bad for working that out if you had 3 games kicking off at the same time. I suppose this hot streak thing will update when the game week closes, or do you think it will? Like, imagine you had one team fully kicked off and scored by Sunday at 8. Got you on the streak, but then you had another team that didn't finish scoring until Monday at 9 or whatever. and they broke the streak for you. So I'd be interested to see how that goes. It's maybe not something they've put much thought into, but Colombato. Who you playing? El Dense at home. Yeah, that could be good. Yeah, score ratio thing looks good. And it's at Pauly and D3 as well. I think we take Guzman here just on rep. Roar as well. Who's this Lamonge? He's alright, isn't he? Not always good. But it looks like it's a good game for him, Querétaro. And got Fidel. Maybe finish it off with Lainez because he's quite decisive, likely. Kind of tricky attacking guy. Rare contender. Tough, mate. It's a tough one this week. Maybe you could do a Barra for Gregorian. I'm not too sure that's a huge change of stature of the team. But yeah, looking good, mate. FF Thinker. Afternoon, guys. If I can have a build of my 2 D1 rare lineups, 1 in Challenger, 1 in Contender. If there's any obvious purchases in each, make them better. No problem, mate. D1 rare Challenger Contender. D1 rare Challenger. Now, we've not got any of the epic keepers that are available this weekend. I like Morris, but of who you've got against Kortrijk. The other goalkeeper wasn't too bad either. Kayembe probably picks himself in the top team. Yeah, especially with the availability of some of the other ones like the Kuiper. I really like Zorgan, it's classic, but I hope that doesn't tie us up front. No, it doesn't. Stoikers is just as good. And then the 5th man, it needs to be in season. You're probably just going to take Haspalat, but Hanen could be okay. He's been scoring really well, hasn't he? Really well. He's just really solid. Without being spectacular. So let's look at the last 6 months. Overall 58 at home. Overall's a bit better. There's a few 90s there away. There's 190, a few 80s. Just not a big Hanen guy. Scores in the 80s rather undeniable. Haspalat isn't that far off, but is he? And he's a wee bit more decisive, capable. Standardly age, good opposition stats. Oh no, I just pressed the wrong frickin' button. So Morris, Kayembe. I want Zorgan. We take Stoikers. Haspalat's at home. Yeah, that'll be fine. Probably got Captain Zorgan or Captain Stoikers. And then Contender, D1. Ooh, lots of keepers. Guzman, Heidel. You kind of need to take Guzman, don't you, on the ratings? But I prefer Heidel. But that team is 4th. I think you just take that, don't you? Paint by numbers. This is in season, isn't it? I like Noah Duceni at home to 11th. They just get stumped the other day. But Jamie Lawrence could be cool. I'm going to pick Noah Duceni the now, and hopefully... Oh, we've got Shaqiri. Hopefully we don't have another classic I regret not using. And I think I would in the case of Shaqiri. In fact, who is Shaqiri playing this game week? Because Duceni's is pretty good, isn't it? Away to Servette. Oh, I don't think I'll slide past that, really. Killing Kaibui, Rakitic. Up front. Fragota, Ronnie Valdo. I like the Ronnie Valdo game for goals, but that should be good for goals as well. The Regensburg game. And then Jamie Lawrence is still on the table. So is Mamadou Sangar. Gororian, Leopold. Yeah, I think the fact that maybe Jamie Lawrence is going to come into the fold here anyway, we maybe just do that. I hope Hartberg's a good game for him. And then fifth man Shaqiri. What is Senny doing that again? Fifth man Shaqiri just feels appropriate, doesn't it? So yeah, I'd go with Captain Zorgan Classic. The rest of the in-seasons kind of go together quite nicely there. And Challenger and in Contender. So a wee bit of to and fro with the Classic spot, but I think that's probably the best combo you're going to make. A lot of homes as well, they're only one away. I think I'll just go for the $100 every time, PRD. I don't see why not. I don't see why not, buddy. Especially if you get the cards to do it. Jordy, what were we after? Jordy. Free champ in season for me. Team 1 and D1. Vanya at home to Genoa. Pfft. Probably the easiest goalkeeper selection I've made today. Defence is interesting. I'm probably going to lean into Rami here. Ooh. Højbjerg and Reinders was a tough one there. I want to try and get both of them in, but let's see what you've got up front. Yeah, maybe Luis Enrique from Marseille is the best shout here. Nico Gonzalez on a Friday night against Como. I think we take Enrique. And then fifth man, Stoger. Are you going to be playing? Yeah, he is. Frankfurt's a good game for a guy like him to create some chances. Di Lorenzo could be good. Still really like Reinders, but who's going to score better, Reinders or Stoger? Yeah, I'm taking Reinders on that one. Second team, Providel in goals, Meret. Ooh, Zentner. Very nice picks, by the way. I'm probably going Providel, but if Rom is back, I'll probably go with Di Lorenzo, but let's check. Is Rom back? Rom is back, yeah. Maybe double defense this one. Oh, Di Lorenzo is classic. Rom is classic. Okay, let's come back to defense. Is Angel Gomez going to play? Yeah, let's take that. Up front, I like the thought of Nico Gonzalez again. I'm going to go with him for team 2. And the best in season we have remaining, or is it the best player? Is it Stoger? I think we could play Balerdi in at centre back. Not Anton, sorry, Balerdi I said. Tiate might be alright. Spinazzola. No, let's just go with Balerdi. Or actually, let's drop Balerdi. Let's go Rom. Or Di Lorenzo. Let's go Rom. And then fifth man needs to be in season. We're looking at Ito. You still pick Balerdi. I like Zakanya actually. Let's do that. Boom. That's a good one. And then the third team. I'm going to go Zentner. I've got a funny feeling that Napoli will be a heartbreaker for that clean sheet to come in. Balerdi in defence. Does Lo Celso want to play? He is. Lo Celso. This is team 3 anyway, so it's not much of a risk. Final forward is tough, but I think we need to take Junior Ito. And then I'm looking at somebody like Dante or Teji to finish this team off. Sol would be easy if he wasn't playing Barca. Is Bakambu on to play there? Maybe Bakambu's worth a shout, but Cucho probably gets his debut, so he's not going to get 90. Maybe Spinazzola's a shout. Yeah, not Dante this season. I'm just going to go with Teji. The first team I'm really confident in. The second team I'm pretty confident in as well. Oh, just Simplex. I don't know what the issue is, mate, but sorry you're having it. Hopefully we'll get you back on soon, buddy. But in the final furlong, we've got 5 to go. Mikey Blacka, Mikey Cock, where are you? Champ in season and contender. Let's have a look at champ in season. We'll go one at a time. Champ in season. D3s and such. And then what do you say, contender? Get a D2 and such. Right, okay, let's do champ. Yeah, goalkeeper picks. Bryce and Vanya. Lovely picks. Vanya's team 1. Ooh, Klaus could be good against Lons. Benzabaini could be good again. We used him earlier through necessity. I'm not sure you need to play him in team 1. I would probably take Klaus on this. I like Grifo for top pick mid here. Amiri get injured in the last game. I'd rather not touch that until we know a bit more about it. Can we see if he's projected at the very least to give us an indicator on Amiri? Yeah, he looks to be there. Jens back. Jens is back. Yay. Up front, Tovan, Sigankov are the ones that jump out to me. Jeremy Pino could be okay. Burkhardt. Oh, what division are we in? 3. I'm going to go with Sigankov. And 5th man, I would like to double forward this with Tovan. Take sets since this is just a powerful lineup. Second team, we've got a great goalkeeper pick in Bryce Samba. I can still take Benzabaini if we want. And I might. Because he's quite punchy compared to the other guys you've got. It's a low division. Nice amount of upside to be had for winning that. Promotion and cash, of course. Nabel, Adrian Tomasin. I'd probably put Amiri in here. Since he's like sketchy. And then up front, who's the other forward we're toying with? Ito could be good. Leon aren't that great defensively, are they? Is Jeremy Pino on to play, but I'll probably go for that. And then fifth man. Your fifth man's quite tough on this team. Is Burkhardt playing? $55.45. Yeah, maybe put him in the last team. This is quite a tough one. Was Nebel there? Nebel's there. Let's take Nebel. Nebel Amiri. If we know Burkhardt's going to play, you can maybe swap him for Pino. Ooh, I'm taking Anthony. Medina. I like Tomasin more than Frankowski. Doesn't really matter what I like, but it depends on the scores, doesn't it? So probably take Frankowski in there. I'm still looking at Junior Ito, thinking he needs to get into a team, so let's give him a team. And then probably finishing that off with Thomason. So there's the champ ones. Let's have a look at contender, see what we've got going on here. Three keepers. We're looking at in-season first, so let's say Bodart. Quattro. Canales away. Brunetta at home. Stojkovic at home. Interesting midfield choices, but what do we have up front? Entrup. That's a giveaway card for the members. That's fun. We've got Piaka there. Dorgales against Klagenfurt. Is he on to play? No, he's not even in the fucking picture. Interesting. So no Dorgales. I think we'll go Piaka then for easiness. And that brings us back to the midfield thing. Brunetta Canales just feels like the play, doesn't it? Like just the OPs. Very low division as well, mate. So there's a lot of room for punching up on this. I think Gluck was in that Salzburg team a second ago, wasn't he? This Onisiwu was playing. Onisiwu and Vertessen 50-50. Gluck is there. Onisiwu since he's on to start. Gluck. Paul Lopez not meant to play. No. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Who's it signed for? Was it Toluca? Yeah, he's playing. Against James and the boys. Is that a better game than Schlager? Probably not. Aquino. Taffiner, Ravelisson is what I'm probably going to try and double up with in midfield here, and it's just the forward. Maybe just take the enter up. Just Simplex has got it sorted. Season tickets back on. Love that, mate. So Mikey Cock, Mikey Blacker. Nice looking teams, mate. The midfield, you've got so much quality. Like, really, all three of those midfields are kind of interchangeable. If you already know how many points they're going to score, there's probably a good one in there. It's just about dovetailing those forwards and defenders with them again. Goalkeepers are all great. It's just, yeah, midfielders and forwards and defenders, just kind of chopping them around. Two lineups, mate. Go for it. Let's get them in. Just Simplex. We'll squeeze you in last. We are getting to the end of the run, so I'm in a better mood for adding that in. You need to tell me your team name again, but buddy, I've totally forgotten it. JD to the 91. JD to the 91. Where are you? Some lineup building. You didn't tell me anything, JD. Mixer. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. Mixer. Right. JD, are you still here, buddy? Can you tell me anything about what we're needing built? Pierre D's come in and given me some extra thought. Pickleball, who is Olympic manager, if you do get a look, challenger and contender in season and classic, unless you think I've got another 23 team. So I'll come to Olympic manager, JD91. If you're still here, drop it in the chat, buddy. Let me see what it is we're trying to build. So challenger, where was that? Olympic manager. Challenger and contender in season and classic, unless you think it's under 23 teams. So that's the classic element, I think. So let's look at in season. Coney at home to Beershoot is brilliant. Barcast classic is very useful. Let's see what's in defence. I'm going to go Araujo over Bass. Cockchew. Arkatoglou. Do we have a Benfica team? We do. Arkatoglou is in. I think we take him. So is Pavlidis. I think I like Arkatoglou better. And in fifth man, I like Jacob Briam, but you're talking about if I have an under 23 team. So let me go backwards to go forwards. Division 3 is the best division you can play. And we could play Coney, smashing game. Araujo, smashing game. Baturina, smashing game. Briam, ripper of a game. And you could even stack him with Ant-Man, because they do that, they live that life. Mate, yeah, you really have the potential for a powerful under 23. The problem I've got with this, but is it is in Division 3, is what it looks like. So really, what can it win? There is stars in it. The boxes are crap, but there is stars in it. Gets you promoted to D2. And you do have, like, those four guys are standouts. Never mind adding Ant-Man in, who's just as good really as Briam in terms of matchup indicator. Cockchew, of course, could be a smash piece. I like just the synergy of those forwards, but that is an in-season team. Mainly the one region. Baturina kind of helps it out a bit. Challenger, this is a D1. So let's do the keeper last. We've still got Yuri Bass. How's he been scoring recently? Good game. Oh yeah, he's fine. He's pretty fine. Then Bosch as well, good game, or good guy but hard game. Adewoye on the other side of that fixture, yeah, Yuri Bass. Kokchu still works for this. Arkatoglu still works for this. And then it might even be fifth man Pavlidis. And then we can go classic Barkas. Boom. Charlie D1. And then contender. Is it in season or classic? In season Pau. In season Quatra. We could play James, but he's against Pau, so you probably don't want to do that. Did I do that? Did I do that? I've got those cards. Did I do that? I don't care. But did I? No, I didn't. I've left James out. This is in season. Canales is good for a classic spot. But yeah, it really does tie your hands for up front. And then fifth man. Yeah, we've not really got in season, do we? Not quite anyway. So contender top team would be classic D3. Takes a wee bit of that in season classic pressure thing. I'm not taking a Tucumon goalkeeper. I'd rather take Pau Lopez, who's probably going to break our hearts anyway. Highest XP Quatra. Big Canales. Big Lavaya. And then I'm probably going to go Andres Martin. Just swing for the fences on this one. So let me see, what did you say again? It's Olympic manager. Yeah, mate, this is the way I would do it. I like this in-season limited team. I'd pick under 23 first. Chase a star. Because you've got really good guys in that squad. Get promoted to D2. That's the way I would do it. Don't think you're losing much out of Challenger. You do take 2 strikers out of it. But for the top team, you're not really losing much. And the contender best team is the best team. Dominic, good to see you, mate. GD91, I've still not heard from you in the chat, buddy, so I don't know what we're building. It's quite an open book you've given me here, and when we've been on for 2.5 hours-ish already, I need help with what you want me to do. PRD, I currently need to get back. I need to get back to Div 1 La Liga. Double relegated. Oh. I'm also struggling to contender without Celtic and in champ with PSV. Did you say anything else, PRD? I would like La Liga in season and contender in season. Love it. La Liga in season. We've had double relegations with the Tilted Towers. Ooh. Yeah, I'm probably going to take Ramiro. Oh, defense is tricky, man. I'm probably going to take Jose Gaia, but again, we want to see the Valencia team tonight. Corberan, the Valencia manager, has already said that they are prioritising the league coming into this game, so I expect to see a lot of changes for Valencia. But if Gaia's not one of them, I'll be hesitant on that. In the absence of that information, Ronald Araujo is your top pick. Away from home, he's the sort of centre-back that can score very well. Jude, of course. I'm a Yamal, I'm a Rafinha guy, and do we want to add in... Maybe throw Pedri into this. Yeah, I'd maybe Barca this out. Play Pedri as the mid. And then bring Yamal in up front. Captain Rafinha, of course. Team B. I have to take Courtois over Chesney. Oh, Black, I find it hard to take. Just because the front three of Real Madrid is quite undeniable, isn't it? I'll probably put Koundé in this one. with Bellingham, and then Rodrigo Mbappe. Is Vinny out injured still, actually? I know he missed a game recently. They're all there. Oh, Rodrigo's maybe the most doubtful of the two. Fran Garcia seems pretty nailed. I think Mbappe could have a big derby on his hands, so I'll go Rodrigo Mbappe. I had these 5, but with Koundé over Araujo. Unless Araujo is injured. Okay, well maybe there's a wee bit of just a defence to kind of juggle with. But I think Araujo away from home scores better than Koundé. I would play him over Koundé. I don't think there's Gaia is who I would make top defender, but at home to Leganés. But we need to see the Valencia team tonight. And then the last team is going to be Jan the Man. I'm going to put Gaia in here just for the visual of it all. Let's imagine we don't know that much about him yet. We still have a Bellingham. And again, Frankie de Jong could be useful if we know he doesn't play tonight, if Casado plays. Yeah, it's probably going to be Mbappe and Vinny. Yeah, it's kind of hard to look past that. Contender in season, this is probably more where you need a wee bit of, double D1. What we got here? Armani, Bodart, Brun. We've got all of our favourites from today so far. I think I'm taking Bodart first, but because he's in season. Ooh, defence isn't as straightforward as I might have thought it would have been after seeing those goalkeepers. Lots of nice options, by the way. There's probably not that many bad ones. Torrente, Triple A. I don't think this guy's a big scorer, is he? He's alright. Guess a wee bit skewed with that 83, but Quintana's okay. Halstenberg is okay. Javier Aquino. He's alright. Wee bit hurtful, but Torrente's got the best game. Probably on the face of it. In season Shaq. Classic Berardi. In season Wanizek. That really makes me want to upgrade this Torrente for someone that can smash like Sriracha or Acuna or Halstenberg, but they're all just a wee bit. Jesus Angulo, Montiel, lots of good defender. I don't think Torrente is the best defender here, but a good game, high percentage of a clean sheet. He does have a track record sitting there. Maybe don't overthink it and just take the best defender on the face of it. And then I'm going to go. I'm going to go for Brun because he's in season. I want to add that Montiel in. I think Montiel's a good shout out of these guys. Atlas Tigres, I've got a wee funny feeling about that. 6 versus 5 in Bunde 2 is hard to lean into. Sriracha's away. Quintana's old as muck. This other guy, Aquino, can be good. It's actually quite a tough defender spot to pick. Let's go backwards to go forwards a wee bit in case we need to have decisions made for us. Like, yeah, let's imagine we play classic Shaq in here. I'm going to take Lavaya, I think, in season. And okay, if we go for Brunetta 5th man, then I think we can go Aquino. Or is Angulo a wee bit like Aquino had a bit of a floor on him there, didn't he? Where's Angulo? What's his floor like again? His peaks are a bit harder, aren't they? Let's look last 6 months. Away, rotten. At home, much better. Aquino. DNP'd the last game actually. Or maybe a yellow card suspension thing, maybe. I'll check the teams for that in a second. 6 months. Overall 52. Away 50. At home 50. Yeah, he's better at home, isn't he, than at home. Javi Aquino. we put you in this team. And then the last one, Reckless Railways. Is that a Fortnite thing, Pierre? Been recently indoctrinated myself. I think, Moldovan isn't bad in season. I'll probably try this first. I'm going to try the Montiel. Baturina feels underlooked or overlooked to this point. But we've had lots of strong options. We'll review it all in a second, I guess. We can play classic forward. And we might just do that with the Loriente. Or we take Barasatik for the peak. Barasatik for the peak. And then Canales classic. Mason Miller. Oh, Mason. What are you after? I'll slide one. You're the last one, Mason. What's your team name again, buddy? Contender and challenger. Oh, let me know, buddy. What's your team name? So PRD, there we go, buddy. Nice La Ligas, but again, with the Barca and a wee bit of the Jose Gaya stuff, wait till tonight. Lineups might be out soon enough. I think Sociedad's the earlier game, so it's probably the Sociedad players we know by now who's rotated and whatnot. Also need to then wait for the match to fizzle out, who gets subbed at what time, and that kind of thing does factor into it a little bit as well. And then there's your contenders. JD91, I've not heard from you, buddy, so I don't know what to build. XD Rai, you've got two teams. What are we playing with? Mason Miller. You don't like Muhim? I thought he was injured. Pierre. Is he back? I like Muhim, he's a very good scorer. Yeah, we could put Muhim in on top of Tarente. If he's playing, like, I don't mind that. Oh yeah, it's a very good game. Is he back? The last time we were looking at him, he was out. Ah, he's in. Yeah, I'd put Muhim in over Tarente. He had a one-game suspension, is that what it was? I've maybe overlooked him in someone else's build earlier on. Apologies if that's the case. But yeah, I'd do something like that. And then Montiel could swap for Tarente, perhaps. Oh, nice, Mason. Love that, mate. Oh, 2 seconds, guys. I've just got Attack of the Hungers. 2 seconds. We've only got a few left to build. Get XD Rai, Just Simplex, and Mason Miller. And JD91 if you pop back up. Give me a second, guys. I really need to eat some. 2 secs. It's a tough one for you this week, XD Rai. Is there a Bundesliga team you could maybe put out? Is that what you were thinking? I think I would play a Bundesliga team. Toronto could come out okay in goals. Mittelstadt's not got a great game, but it's actually quite a tough game week. I'd probably go with your Bundesliga in season and go to Champ Classic. Maybe not with D2, but sad thing is your only other team is D5. Yuri could do okay at home at Girona. Teji. Lukaku. And do we have Golovin? It's against PSG anyway, so it's hard to... No Golovin. Golovin is Golovin, isn't he? Jerry Moreno's going to miss this weekend as well. VT's playing AC Milan. Abkar, are you in the squad? Abkar, yeah, I'd probably just play him. But yeah, I'd swing XD for the best Bundesliga team, just go for it. Tight game week that it is. And then scraps. Again, I'd rather this win into your D5, but try and get that promoted and maybe just get some boxes. There's a wee chance that could get relegated with how bad the defence might do. Mixer, what were we after? Champ, Classic, and Contender in season. Champ, Classic, D2. Oh wow, lots of choice. I'm just looking, you said this is Classic, there's a lot of in-season-ness. Probably taking Zentner. I still like Benson Baini here. You've not got a great selection of defenders on matchups, but you have nice defenders, so it's kind of one of those game weeks where I think you need to pick the guy that can do good rather than the guy that looks like will do good. Rami's probably top pick, but again, like I say, I'd be quite inclined to maybe take a Benson Baini or whatever if you've got that kind of hunch. Midfield is good as well, without there being an obvious take, but Remy Cabella is probably going to be quite obvious if he's on to play. And he is. Remy. And then up front, ooh, some nice options here. I'm going to take Ayoze, but... And then fifth man, Berenguer, Nibel, and Doy. He's not got a bad game, doesn't score good enough, often enough, but for me, again, some really nice guys, some really nice games, some tough games, but need some big scores, some big players, that kind of vibe again. I don't mind Doyer Azabal. Do we know we should know the team by now? Yeah, they're out. So let's see, the lineup is Ramiro, Elizondo, Zubeldia, Aguerd, Munoz, Zubimendi, Pablo Marin, Brais Mendes, Berenechea, Kubo, and Doyer Azabal. So that makes me think Sergio Gomez, Oscarson, and Becker come in at the weekend, depending on when the subs happen. Doyer Azabal's quite ever present. Aaron Baru on the bench as well as Lukas Sucic and Arsene Zakarian. So Doyer Azabal, it's probably going to be Oscarson at the weekend. Angel Gomez, boom. Olympic manager. No, we're not an Olympic manager, we're on just Simplex, sorry. Champ, Classic, and Contender in season. Two most important lineups. D1. Your goalkeepers are tough to pick, but I'd probably take Schwabe. Although it's Schalke, I'd probably just be fine that you're going to stuff them. Pacarada. Hines. Good run. Looks pretty pissed off there, doesn't he? Pacarada, how are you doing? Don't mind that as a double play. It's hard to pick one of them over the other one. It's kind of why I think that, maybe. Haustenberg, Hubers. Let's come at defence last. I'm struggling with that. In midfield, is this in season? We have to take Classic Shaq. Oh, your forwards are tough. Onisiwu we could play. Sneaking down the bottom here. Hanselic. Could do alright. It's an alright game for him, but it is away. Telalovic. Not a good game for him. Damien Downs. We were looking at him recently, weren't we? He was a bit of a prospect, was he not? I was going to be playing. Kynes is back. Hintz is there. Pacarada's there. Gazibegovic is there. I'll be like Gazibegovic. Have you got him? So let's maybe Cologne this. I'm going to take the Pacarada for the decisive. And then the last spot needs to be in season. We're looking at Heinz. And we are looking at Julian Green. Yeah, I like Julian Green better for this, I think. Gazibegovic, there he is. Nah. Let's take Julian Green. Captain Shaq. I really like your champ team, by the way. Really solid shot at getting promoted and doing something good. The forward is the only one where maybe there's a few other guys that's kind of itchy peachy. But Ayose is going to play this game. He's going to start. Las Palmas away is not easy, but Villarreal will give it a good shot, I think. And Ayose, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure he's an island boy himself. Tenerife or Mallorca or something like that, maybe. Maybe even Las Palmas. And then Mason Miller. Have you Rico Man and Red Devil? You're probably just coming back from the data show. I had a glance at it. I've not did a proper breakdown or reaction, but somebody asked me an MLS question, and I ended up taking a wee peek at it. I've not really got beyond scratching the surface on it. We've got Mason Miller's last teams to do. Contender and Challenger. Start with Contender since we've done that the other way around most of our times. So I've not really any hot takes from you guys. Any hot takes from the data show before I go and listen to it? Eskandel, Ryman. Yeah, Eskandel's top guy. Affengruber. And Muhim could be double defence here. Wanizek in the middle. Levaya or Hrigota. I'm a Levaya kind of guy. Oh, Fitzy. Oh, against Sturm Graz, but maybe I'll avoid that for a minute. And yeah, who else were we going to put in there? Affengruber and Muhim. Wanizek's the guy for the armband on this one for me. So what else did you say? Sorry. Fair enough. Red Devil. Fair enough. Mason Miller, where did you... Contender and Challenge. He didn't actually see in season or classics, so I'm a wee bit stumped now. Let's look at in-season top team. Zelenika. Schlager looks good for it. Yeah, I'll take Schlager for in-season. Torrente looks good. I like Terzic, he's quite attacking. This Matheson was getting spoken up earlier, but I think we maybe take Torrent. Or let's look at this Royal. Oh, Royal. Hiya. And it's a good matchup indicator for that. So let's take Royal. On to Veros. Oh, hiya. Hiya, on to Veros. Plays for Cadiz, and they're at home to Cartagena. Cartagena are 22nd. Yeah, I'm taking him. And then up front, I'll probably take Fitz on this because he's Fitz. And then the fifth man on in-season, I like Sangar to maybe pair with the Royal. Captain Fitz. And then Charlie, in-season D1. Oh, you've got all the guys we want to see here. I think we need to take Pasveer for the in-season. We'll come at defence last. Oh. Sadalek's doing well. Let's go up front. Oh. Yeah, this has to be classic first before it's in season. We'll take Mignolet. Otamendi. Zorgan. Mertens. Broom. I don't even know who you'd captain out of that, mate. That's a disgustingly good team. But I think then in season, I don't think you have much of a top. Well, you've got a D2 entry. You've got there somehow. Pasveer. Yuri Bass. Haspalat. Need a classic forward. Is Saibari playing? Yeah. And then Sadalek or Mini Coop is what we're looking at. Oh, he's on a great run now, isn't he? Yeah, maybe just about take him. Is anyone hiding? Kohler, Kobe Cools, Joachima Fujita, Luka Vuskovic. Nah, none of these guys feel team one, but Sadalek's doing a bit there now. I'd probably go with that. In season is normally the all Rangers, but obviously off. Fair enough. You need to, need to strengthen in season, Chow. Yeah. It's not like I'm just kind of noticing as I'm digging through it, mate. Classic is dead, and you better have 5 amazing game weeks in a row. Wow, Rico man, really? Classic is dead. Really, Mason? Let's put your teams on screen and we'll see what Rico man's chatting about. I never got Classic was dead from it. Here's your teams, Mason. Top teams in each of the things. Sorry we didn't go all the way into depth, mate, but we're on for almost 3 hours, and you were the last one, so I'm really sorry, but I did my best. Classic is dead? Rico, man, where does it say that? Where does it say that? I got a wee bit excited for Classic when I looked at the prize pools. Where was the wee blog picture thing? Here it is here. What's dead about Classic, Rico, man? I know we take this with me being absolutely sincere, but please feel free to educate me on this. Like, what am I missing? Fuck tons of guaranteed essence. No cards. But everyone's just going to be turning and burning and trying to jackpot a Messi the first week, aren't they? 100% Classic is dead. I've not chewed the. I've literally glanced at this and then went back to building. I've not spent any energy thinking about it. But I don't see how this kills it. What makes it dead? Is it there's no money on the top? Is that what it is? I've just noticed that just now. Thanks very much, Mason Miller. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate the support, mate. Appreciate the understanding as well. But yeah, let me know what. I'll sit with you for a wee minute before I cut and go, because I'm very interested to hear what the thoughts and feelings are. I've not read anything in any great detail. It was a quick scan through, and I just thought, oh, let's look, guys, at what's a tomato. You know, I'll give it a wee minute. You just haven't said anything back to me yet. Maybe you're typing. Rico man, look at the prize pools in Classic. The 100 essence isn't enough when you take away tier 2 and below. So do you mean that 100 essence is very high on the board? So you're really like farming 2 essence in this Division 3. If you don't get promoted, because it's like 15%, isn't it? And then in this, like, yeah, you do need to get into the good spots to get a good amount of essence, don't you? Interesting. Are they changing the structure of it? But maybe no. No money, cards only, limited. Now we are competing against tons of people. The prize pool is very small. I kind of did say this. I've been trying to say the word incest as often as I can with MLS, because that is all MLS cards are for now, is to win in-season MLS cards. Like, there is no other feasible use for it. Yes, there's specials, I hear you, right? But like, that's all the Classic cards are for, is to win in-seasons. I know the no cash at the top's a killer, right? I get that. Needing 3 top 100s to get a tier 2 plus is really bad. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I can get that. But yeah, Josh Cameron's the prize pool was never going to be huge. But yeah, I don't like. Yeah, the lack of guaranteed card payout. It's weird, isn't it, how they do it? It's not a primary market compared to the European competitions. Yeah, it's totally now in its own thing, you know. So the Classic should not be really of use to anyone beyond winning in-season MLS cards. And at first glance, I thought, oh, that looks fine. That looks exciting enough. But when you actually, same as the super rare stuff, maybe once you actually examine and go, oh, it's only actually the top 10, and there's going to be a lot of people in here with 3 teams each, with level 20s, with max collections, yada yada yadas. So yeah, okay, I kind of get that, I suppose, on reflection. The tail is long probably, but with it being 3 essence, 5 essence, and whatever, it's going to take you like a month to do one craft, and it's probably going to be a DNP keeper. And yeah, if you do get the 100, it doesn't guarantee. What Rico Man's main point here is once you get that 100, it only guarantees you a tier 3 plus, which, if we look at it for rare, it's a 50% chance of a tier 3, a 50% chance of something better than a tier 3. Is that good for breaking into the top spots in the leaderboard? It's probably a bit naff, isn't it? Do we find out if? Oh yeah, we didn't find that out. I don't think they disclosed it elsewhere, so I would assume it's fine. They didn't mention in-season utility anywhere, did they? The hot streak thing is interesting, isn't it? I'm not sure how many people will play the weakest link with it for too long, but yeah, I didn't see anything about in-season eligibility. See a key change, only some certain cards rewarded, lower tier cards were replaced by essence. This means managers have more control, they can choose to accumulate essence and do da da da. Please note, MLS Classic comps will not reward cash prizes for the podium. In season This applies to nearly... Yeah. Fair enough. I'll look forward to tuning over it in a bit more detail. There'll probably be a video that'll come out over the weekend, giving my 2 cents, my thoughts and the feelings on this. Yes, I'll probably have a good going over this and record something tonight or tomorrow and stick out over the weekend for you. But fair enough. Maybe MLS Classic is dead. Yeah, I've had a good one, guys. 3-hour shift essentially. Fucking love yous. All the members, we couldn't do this without yous. Wish me luck. I'll see yous tomorrow for the deadline show. Go Fuck Friday. I'm on the overlap on Monday. We've had some background developments with the old Dumbarton thing. And we're doing great. Everywhere, guys. Everything's going well. On the up and up. Thanks to all the support for today. Thanks everyone that tuned in. Oh, I need to go get my tea, guys. And pay attention to some Copa del Rey team news and developments and whatnot. I'll see you back tomorrow for the deadline show and everything else that's going on. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Moon the Barcelona.